the docket, we have our workers' compensation premium savings and managed care options. So we have David Deo, who is the Client Services Association associate with Sedgwick. He's with our TPA service. And then Barbara Lessman, who is the account executive with Sedgwick MCO. So I will let the two of you take it away.
Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate being here. Again, I'm Dave Deo with Sedgwick. Today, I'm just going to go over a real brief explanation of what we do and how your members or you can take advantage of it. But in this little talk today, I'm just going to do a few things about workers' compensation so you can have a better understanding. We'll start here with, and hopefully my screen will work. There we go. We're going to talk about coverage, the who, how, what of workers' compensation, and what those member benefits are. Just in a brief description, Bureau of Workers' Compensation is the one who establishes the rates for the state of Ohio for workers' comp. They also are the ones that collect the premium dollars. They are the initial claim allowance determinator. So if a claim is filed in the state, they are the bottom line of whether it's accepted or rejected. Compensation payments for an injured worker will come directly from the Ohio BWC. If you ever have a chance and you need to go out there, there's a web link for that. If you haven't done it yet and you've gone out to the Ohio BWC, you'll notice you'll have to do a new Ohio ID link. That's the new firewall for everybody. So be prepared that you'll probably have to set that up first. Workers' compensation, the system itself, Bureau operates under a monopolistic system. There are 257,000 public and private employers here in the state. This is the largest state-funded insurance system in the U.S. They have assets of over 21 billion, which, years past when we had COVID, they distributed some of that money back to everyone in those bonus checks. Only 4 states, thankfully, that have a monopolistic setup, Ohio being one, North Dakota, Washington, and Wyoming. So think about that the next time you want to open up a business. You're going to have to do the same thing out there in one of those states. What we're TPA, or a third-party administrator. So basically what we do, we are the employer advocate for that policy. We have the cost control for that system. We do the claim and program administration, hearing representation, and non-legal issues, safety, and loss control. We also offer other services such as unemployment. With a third-party administrator, this allows you to do what they call a group rating format, and that lets you go into a group with a large amount of employers that are in the same industry group and look like one large company to the state of Ohio to get a discount off what you pay the state in premium dollar. You can do that through a TPA. Sets the rules, and we just have to follow them. So if somebody gets removed from a group, it's usually because either they've had too many claims or they've not completed a function that the Bureau has a requirement for. So who needs the coverage? Coverage is required if you have employees with one or more employees. That means if you have payroll, it needs to be established on the first date of hire. If you're a company that hasn't done that yet, I suggest you jump on that before the Bureau finds out and gives you a nice fat fine for not doing so. The premium is all made again to the Ohio BWC. The TPA side of things, you will pay us one fee for the year. That will apply that discount to the Ohio BWC, and those premium payments will reflect that discount level. Lapse of coverage penalties and claim cost liability. When I say that, claim cost liability meaning if you have a current lapse and you have a claim, you're going to pay dollar for dollar because you were in a lapse mode instead of getting the bill reduced by the state minimum. And you'll hear more from that on our MCO side with Barb. Another big thing I always kind of everybody about is complete the true up. That true up is very important. It's come here in August. You're going to tell the Ohio BWC what your physical actual payroll was for the previous rate year. So back for the current 2023 rate year we just came out of as of 6/30. They're going to take that amount, compare it to what they've estimated. If you owe them money, they'll have you true up the bill. If not, they will credit you back anything you've overpaid to them. What is covered? Ohio is a no-fault state, meaning we have to prove that they didn't have an injury. That's why I always tell everybody, make sure that when you do have an injury, fill out that first report of injury, witness statements, whatever you need to verify there was a actual claim. Compensable regardless of negligence by any party. They have 1 year to file a claim with the state of Ohio. So even if they're not with them currently anymore, they can still file that within that 12-month period. Exceptions resulting from drugs or alcohol, self-inflicted or resulting from horseplay. Guys just messing around, somebody gets hurt, as long as you can show that and have proof of it, that claim will be dismissed by the BWC. The member benefit program that we offer through your NOAC membership, you save up to 53% off what the Ohio BWC premium is. The current rate year that we are getting set to do a list for is for the 25 rate year. That starts on 7/1 and go through 6/30. So right now you can come in and ask for a quote. We will get that to you. As long as we got the paperwork back for the first week of November, we tell the BWC who's joining that next rate year the Monday before Thanksgiving. So right now we'll offer, you can stack those on top of that 53%, but you got to also understand there are some classes that you may have to participate in and fill out some paperwork form in order for that to work. Safety webinars and seminars we do throughout the year. We've got stuff posted out there, and you'll get those sent out from us probably about every other month. We'll send out something about our updated webinars and seminars. If you have anything that may come up throughout the year, we have reminders for the important dates that are coming up. Emails and BWC True Up reminder I just talked about. Safety training. If for somebody who had a claim and needed 2 hours of safety training, we're going to remind you that, hey, you did have a claim. Make sure you get that taken care of. We send out Sedgwick comp notes with the updates from the Ohio BWC, along with any important dates. And then we also do that lapse reminder. We get a list from the Ohio BWC every month that says who hasn't paid them. And we reach out directly and say, hey, we got you on this list from the Bureau. Just a reminder, make sure you get them paid. It's just something we do as a courtesy to make sure everybody, is good standing with the Bureau and doesn't have any problems with any claims that might arise. The last thing we want to do is increase the risk and increase the costs. And we'll get that authorization to do a quote. You guys have probably seen this. This is your AC3, your temporary authorization form that Cindy has probably sent out to all you guys. Basically, just fill it out, send it back to us. We'll get that quote put together. It takes us about a week and a half to get the info from the Ohio BWC. And again, once that quote goes out, if you have questions, feel free to call. If you have questions that you're not sure about with the Bureau and the type of work you're doing, feel free to call me. I'm more than happy to help you out. You don't have to be, directly. I'm more than happy to answer any questions.